to Amittai, son, go to Nineveh now, for the work must be done. Their wickedness rises like smoke to the sky. But Jonah turned tail and he started to fly. He went down to Joppa and paid for his fare. To Tarshish he headed to flee from God's glare. He climbed in the hold and he fell fast asleep, while the Lord hurled a wind across the great deep. The sailors were frantic, they cried to their gods. They threw out the cargo to even the odds. The captain found Jonah and gave him a shake. How can you be sleeping? Call out for our sake. They cast out the lots and the lot fell on him. The sky had turned black and the chances were slim. I'm a Hebrew, he said, and I fear the Lord God, who made the dry land and the seas that you trod. It's my fault this storm is a-breaking your back. The sky and the water are turning to black. Just pick me up now and throw me away, and the sea will be calm by the end of the day. They rowed with their might, but the waves only grew. So they prayed for the mercy of someone they knew. They tossed Jonah over right into the foam, and the sea became still like the path to a home. But the Lord had prepared a great fish for the task, to give Jonah safety before he could ask. 3 days and 3 nights in the belly he lay, in the dark of the deep where he started to pray. I called from my trouble, I cried from the grave. You cast me down deep beneath the crest of the wave. The seaweed was wrapped round my head in the gloom, but you brought up my life from the walls of the tomb. The fish gave a shudder and headed for shore. It vomited Jonah on land once more. The word of the Lord came a second time around. Go to Nineveh now, where the sinners are found. He walked for a day through the city so wide, with the message of doom that he couldn't well hide. In 40 days' time this whole place will fall. He shouted the warning to one and to all. The people believed and they put on their gray. They fasted from food and they started to pray. Even the king took his crown from his head and sat in the ashes in sorrow and dread. Who knows, said the king, God may turn from his ire and save us from ruin and judgment and fire. When God saw their hearts and the way that they turned, he held back the fire that they would have burned. But Jonah was angry, he fell in a huff. I knew you were kind, I've seen quite enough. I knew you were gracious and slow to get mad, that's why I ran off. Oh, it makes me so sad. He sat in the sun on the east of the town, to see if the city would still tumble down. God grew him a vine for a shade o'er his head, but a worm ate the root till the plant was quite dead. You pity a vine that you didn't even grow, said the Lord to the man who was feeling so low. Should I not pity Nineveh, vast as it stands, with 100,000+ who need my